Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Wrestlechat, where we can talk about pretty much anything wrestling, and sometimes it might even bleed into things other than wrestling. We'll see how that all turns out. Those of you that just watched the last stream, I'll just apologize right now on behalf of 2K22. 2K, you guys suck the biggest dick that has ever been invented. So I'll just say that right now. Should have been a much better stream than it turned out to be because I can't fight everything. I've got so many different bells and whistles and buttons and editing things going on this side. And then when the fucking game just keeps on crashing and not doing the shit it's supposed to do, when it's a fucking year old and they still haven't patched half the shit in universe mode. Matter of fact, they haven't patched a fucking thing in universe mode because they don't give a fuck. All they want is their money. All they want is for people to go play factions. The fact of the matter is, about 5% of people play factions. That's it. The rest of us don't give a fuck about factions. I have never played a single faction match. None. I'm not going to. I am never going to give you more money for cards. I don't give a shit. And that is the majority of people. We're in a down economy. Wake up call. People don't have that money for these extra little bullshits that you can only use in faction mode. You don't even open them up in a game. So there is zero perks to playing faction mode. Zero. Except if you're 2K, then you get extra money. Somebody must be spending because they keep rolling this shit out every week. It's like a used car lot. Anyway, we were supposed to have a match. It didn't take place. Andrew Robertson has XPW. Andrew and Wrestling Purist is there. What's up, man? I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, but we'll get to that in a minute, I'm sure. All right, in the wings, get ready to join me. I had to get some of that off my chest because I was ready to explode. Bringing them on here as we do all the time. This is J-Rocks. Say hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, I hate that fucking game so bad.
Dude.
2K20 is a better game. It's a better game. It doesn't look better. It plays better.
I just had two episodes that I recorded, and I had to do so much editing on them because one match it kept freezing on, and the other one, how are you going to have a match when you have invisible opponents?
I mean, I've been doing a lot more of not live streaming. A lot more where I've pre-recorded stuff and then put it out, and this is the exact reason.
Yeah.
Now, and the funny thing is, the ones that I just put out that it wasn't live didn't give me any trouble. So one fucking event that I go live on, it crashes twice. Right after the DQ win by design, it crashed after that. And then it would not play the Jordan match. It just wouldn't allow it to happen. I've got to now try and figure out why the game doesn't want to play based on the stuff that's in the game and it's supposed to do.
I mean, honestly, that's why I haven't done a live stream with it yet, because I'd probably lose my shit, and I like being able to edit the shit out. So
it is an absolute nightmare. I'm telling you right now, I wish a bus would hit the developers. However many developers there are, just one big bus, they're all crossing the road at the same time, and run them the fuck over. Let's get some new ones in there. They can't do worse. I mean, shit, the bar's set so fucking low. And then fucking Walmart. Let me tell you what. I am so over this bullshit. I am over this fucking bullshit. You want me to do your job for you. I'm supposed to go not just buy shit, but then I got to ring it out too. Where's my fucking paycheck? I mean, what a racket. I mean, they got this thing sewn up. They don't got to pay employees. Fuck, the customers will do the work.
right.
And then when you get something like avocados, and it has a little bar on the damn thing, and then it says, oh, well, we also need the product number. What the fuck? I know what a product number is. And I'm not wearing my glasses because I wasn't planning on doing any heavy reading in Walmart. There's tiny little fucking 4 numbers in there. It looked like 40, 45 to me. I guess it wasn't, because I put it in and it came up cherries for $7.99. I ain't paying $7.99 for 4 fucking avocados. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to leave the fucking avocados there, and you can shove them up your ass. I'm not buying them. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to have an associate assist you with that. Fuck you. I walked away. I just went home. I left all that I rang about 20 items up. I had another 8 in the car, and how many people lined up behind me, I don't know. They were not happy with me. I just said, fuck it, I'm out. Walked out the damn door. I stayed there for a good 2 minutes waiting for an associate to come by. Didn't happen. She's busy bullshitting with a couple of people. Fuck you. Happy fucking New Year, my ass. All right. At some point in time, we are going to talk about wrestling, I promise. No, man, I'm just, how much shit can you take? So, and the whole time it's like, okay, I got an hour to go there, pick up, 10, 15 things and get back. And, I knew I wouldn't be here for the start of the premiere, but it's, no big deal. I'll be there by 20 minutes in. 20 after, I still fucking in Walmart, and I'm sitting there like an elman. I said, fuck it, gotta go. And then that friggin' piece of shit 2K22 fucking up my go home show the way it did. Now I gotta have a secondary show or something like that to tie up all the loose ends. Fuck. True Roberts wants to know how my Christmas was.
It was great up until today.
Yeah, doing really well before I left the fucking house.
That's what I sent.
Crazy one.
That's what I sent to a friend of mine. I was on the way home because, like I said, I put in the chat. I had just gotten back from Walmart myself, and after waiting in line for 30 minutes, like you said, to check myself out, I feel you on that. And I said, what possessed me to go the day after fucking Christmas, of all places, to Walmart? I must be out of my goddamn mind.
Okay, but let me specify a little difference between you and I. I didn't go to Walmart. I went to the Walmart supermarket where it's just food.
Oh, okay.
But you wouldn't have known. It looked like a third world fucking country. You got first off, they were charging $1.40 for a gallon of water. When did that shit happen?
Really?
And then you've got 7 or 8 lines of people backed up, maybe because they aren't trained in being cashiers.
You press a button.
The place is filthy as hell. You don't just press a button, dude. That's the thing. You don't just press a button. Because when it doesn't have the item in there, when I've done this at other stores, whether it was a Walmart or something else, and you have, avocados, for example, it'll have you search and find the word avocado.
Right.
No, this motherfucker doesn't work that way. They put the little tiny barcodes on the avocado, so you got to scan that, but then it tells you it doesn't have the number that goes with it. Well, what the fuck you put a barcode on for?
No, I meant people being trained as cashiers. It isn't that hard. You just press buttons. Because you don't have to make change anymore by using your brain. It should tell you how much change and stuff. So,
well, they're not even taking cash, are they? Oh, I guess the machine will take cash, will it not?
Yeah, it will. Unless it's marked. Unless they've got it set. I've run into this before too, is where they'll have this certain machine set up that it'll only be credit only, and then it's like there's one machine that will take cash, and you're just like, so there's 30,000 people waiting on that one machine because they don't want to use their cards. And
I knew it too when I got there. I was like, all right, well, today after Christmas, but this is the food store. They're all going to be the other Walmart, and I got a reasonably good parking spot, so I thought I was off to a good start. But then all these other parking spots that I would have taken had 6 shopping carts just crammed in them. And I was like, nobody coming around for shopping carts in the last hour and a half? Because, there was shopping carts. It was like a bunch of cattle got loose on the farm, man. They was everywhere.
I saw more employees just standing around talking today than any.
Yeah. Fuck that place. That is it. I was only going there because I thought they were a little cheaper than Publix, which is our major chain grocery store. Right. They are generally supposed to be cheaper. Although after today, I didn't see anything that was that much cheaper. And I'll tell you one thing: Publix charges a little more, but you never have that kind of service ever.
Right.
Again, if you're not in the state of Florida and a couple other states that Publix operates in, they are like the Rolls Royce of grocery shopping so far as customer service. They are Disney level guest service.
Yeah, and every time I vacation down there in Florida, I won't go anywhere else but Publix.
So it costs a little more. The only way you save any money at Publix, and when I say save, they have a lot of buy one get one free things throughout the store, and sometimes it ain't nothing that you want, but hey, it's buy one get one free. Yeah. But by doing it that way, you're really paying what you should have been paying in the first place because they're so fucking high.
Right.
It's like I buy hot dogs once a month if I'm lucky because that's about as often as they have them buy one get one free because they're charging twice as much as Walmart.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't have to deal with all that other fucking hassle, boy.
Yeah, such a freaking nightmare. I swear to God, I felt like I was in Ecuador or some shit. I was waiting for chickens to run across the middle of the aisle or something like that. Just that dirty, nasty, no English speaking. Oh, horrible. Fucking nightmare. All right, let's get through the chats here a little bit. Well, Andrew, you now know what's up, so there goes that. XPW, what's happening, buddy? Hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas yesterday. New Year's is coming. I don't celebrate New Year's Eve because I think it's hypocrisy at this point in time. Everyone wants to celebrate the new year coming in, and then 365 days later, you're sitting there saying what a piece of shit it was. And I already know the 23 is going to be a piece of shit. I don't need no one to tell me. Unless I got a lottery win in my future, we got 2 more years of Democrats. There is nothing good on the horizon, folks. It's that simple. It is that simple. I am the voice of prosperity over here. Oh, but Christmas was okay. Thank you for asking, Andrew. And again, hope you guys all had a good one as well.
Yep.
All right, Pierce, what are we talking about here? Did you watch SmackDown's main event? I probably fast forwarded through it and I don't recall anything.
I watched it and I can't even remember what the main. Oh,
something to do with
the
New
main
Day?
event.
Was New Day in the main event? Aren't they busy on NXT?
Oh, they were dressed up as nutcrackers, and when they opened the big box, they came out and nutcracked Imperium.
Okay, I totally did not see that. And this is why I watched it on fast forward, because I would have seen it was just them and Imperium kept going. I wouldn't want to watch it. So, yeah, I mean, the WWE is just... maybe Vince is actually back the whole time, and they're just not telling us that he's back. Because that reeks of Vince. That reeks of Vince.
And that's kind of been one of their staple matches for Christmas anyways, the Miracle on 34th Street fight. But yeah, it's kind of played out, so. Although I did like the part where Ricochet got revived by his girlfriend, who's the ring announcer, kissing him under the mistletoe, and then just whooping the dog shit out of everybody. So that was. All
I know about Ricochet is he posted a picture of the back of his head. And apparently, he took a hell of a lump.
Oh,
7 stitches, and he got a hell of a lump.
Yeah, because he got thrown over the top rope, and as he went over, his foot slipped off the apron, and the back of his head hit the edge of the steel stairs as he went down. I really thought he was done for the match.
Yeah, well, when flesh hits steel, usually the steel will win.
Right.
Oh, Tony Khan reinventing the AEW logo graphics. Yeah, I did. Actually, I've even used the new graphics a little bit on my opener for the last AEW show I did. So I took some of their stuff and then mixed it in with some of mine. It is a nice, fresh look, but at the end of the day, kind of the point Purist makes, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's AEW.
And that's what everybody else has said online, is that, unless you're refreshing everything about the show, just changing like the graphics and the opening isn't going to make anything better.
I don't know. It worked for NXT, didn't it? Oh, no. Never mind.
No, not at all. You walked out like Sasha did on Raw Classic.
That was actually mildly humorous.
Yeah.
I was doing my best Sasha Banks, man.
It was boss time.
Let's see what else. Wow. Let's talk about WoW wrestling for a minute. You lied to me.
About what?
You said that was like Glow.
It is.
It is Glow.
Okay. So I didn't lie.
No, it's got what's his name? Shit, now I'm going to draw a blank on his name. David, what's his fuck?
Yeah.
The guy who owned Glow.
Right, because, well, actually, Sylvester Stallone's mom owned Glow, and when she passed away, he bought it, and now he's rebranded it as WoW to try to make it a little more legitimate.
Was he not the original owner and then brought her in?
No, she originally started it.
Oh, jeez. Because everyone in the Stallone family has to get their hands into the entertainment world one way or another.
Yeah, a lot of people thought he started it and but no, it was reversed. She started it. And after watching last night's or Saturday night's episode, which was kind of like a recap, I didn't know Tessa Blanchard had been in there for a while.
She was obviously there longer than it turned out that, I was a little bummed out. So they're showing all this stuff with the Beast and what have you. And I was okay, well, if it's going to lead up to a match with her and Tessa that we're going to see, I'll watch that. Right. Because then I'll really have a good judgment of what type of talent she has in the ring with a real seasoned wrestler. And that's a match they don't show us.
I know. Yeah, I was waiting for it. And
David McLean, thank you. That would have just drove me crazy. And again, I still go back to the fact now, like you said, it was a recap episode, so it wasn't really all the way up to the most modern and stuff. But to have AJ as your second in command there on the mic and all that, and not have her on screen it's just missing the target, man. That's your headline act right there. Even though she's not in the ring, that's the biggest name you have, bar none. Right. That's going to bring people eyes on your product.
Right, but honestly, I think I've seen them show the announcers once since I've started watching it again. They don't. That's just something they don't do. They want the eyes on the ring and not the announce team, I guess.
No, I'm talking about in between matches or something.
Still, they don't show them.
Well, like I said, that's your headline act right there. You're not showing it. Whatever. Who am I to say?
Although I have to admit, I am kind of impressed with the Beast. I really think if she wanted to go to NXT, she could actually probably pull it off.
Yeah, she might. She might be able to.
Can't be any worse than the other females that are fucking down there.
Well, they had a pretty good one. Let her go.
Well, yeah.
What is the pitch black match I have been hearing about? I haven't heard shit. Apparently, it's sponsored by a Mountain Dew new flavor spot for Royal Rumble, and it's a bring. First time hearing about it.
Yeah, same here.
It sounds like a train wreck waiting to happen. If pitch black match, that'd be about as much fun as that time Jake Roberts and Rick Martel put bags over their heads and had a wrestling match.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I tried to block it out. I went through years of psychiatry to try and erase that.
Everybody's like, oh, they could see through the burlap. Have you ever had a burlap sack over your head? You barely.
Well, my guess is they probably didn't. The burlap was probably made to look like burlap. Like with costume characters and theme parks, stuff like that, their eyes look like they're black eyes or whatever, but it's in a see-through mesh material that can be painted. So they probably had enough as visibility to do the job. I'm not saying they would have been able to drive wearing those things. But to locate another person's body in the ring, and that's not my arm. You sure it's big enough? Ooh, yeah.
That's the smooth.
So anyway, watching WoW, I was like, from what I saw of it, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I can sit through it. I got through again, it was just the one person over and over again.
Right. And I get why they were doing it. It's the end of the year. They'll wait till after New Year's to have a new episode. So.
Yeah, but I think that's a wasted opportunity. If it's an end of the year, then get your 4 or 5 best matches. And here's a chance for you to actually have AJ there because it's not live. Right. She could be out there doing a speaking face front on the camera roll. Here's the best 5 matches that we've got for you guys from the year. It's been a tremendous year. Looking forward to next year. And you got AJ Lee, the most recognizable face in the company. Or you can just play a bunch of matches of one person. What do I know? I don't even know why I put that on the screen.
The kitchen what?
I don't know. It's purist. He's got some interesting memories, I think.
I
What
do
else
too,
is
but
happening?
mine's all been drug induced, so.
I'm still pissed off about my fucking pay-per-view or my Impact show that I just did that got all fucked. It was going all right.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't. Got through the first two matches okay. Actually, the first match was a pretty good match, to be honest. Now I got to try and figure out why this other match wouldn't play through, and I don't know. I've used all these calls before, so it shouldn't be any issue with them specifically. I don't know. I'm just pissed off.
Hey, like I said, I've been using the same people too, and it's like, how am I going to have a match when one of the guys is invisible? That just, I mean, I should have done it because it'd probably been hysterical, but I was just too pissed off at the time to think about it. So,
oh Lord, have mercy. Is there a blizzard in the United States? I don't know. We have a lot of snow and cold, I guess, in parts. I'm in Florida. We had 32 degrees 2 nights in a row. People around here losing their minds, and I'm sitting here going, hey, I've only been bitching about this since 1986 when I moved in this state. It's like I've seen Thanksgivings that were chilly.
mm-hmm.
I've seen Halloweens that were chilly. Usually only lasts a day or two. But every friggin' Christmas, you'll get to December 1st through the 15th, and you'll have some days where it might be in the 40s or 50s as a high. But don't worry about it, because Christmas is going to be 79 motherfucking degrees. And this year, finally, it feels like Christmas.
Friday night, we had negative 30 degrees here.
Yeah, nah, I ain't playing that shit.
We just got up above the high today was 17 degrees. So.
Woo, breaking out the shorts.
Oh, I was like, woo.
Remind me, what state are you in?
Ohio.
Ooh, brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And New York didn't get as bad as we did.
I saw on Newsmax a couple of people, I guess somebody's got to prove how big an idiot they are. I don't know if they were tailgating for a Buffalo Bills game or what the deal was, but they are sitting outside on a small picnic table type thing with a barbecue meal in front of, like, the hamburger, the french fries. They got a glass bottle of beer out there, and they're sitting out there wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and it is blowing wind. There's snow everywhere, and they're trying to act like it's not bothering them. It's a guy and his wife. She is really fighting to act like it's not bothering her. I mean, she is every time the wind would kick in, you'd see her just go quickly grabbing that beer again, which that'll help you.
What you don't know is that after the cameras went off, they took him to the hospital for hypothermia and frostbite.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. And it's for the Buffalo Bills, who are, as they said, I haven't watched the NFL in 10, 15 years. I don't even remember now. Couldn't give a shit. But when I heard Newsmax doing the wrap up on this little story they were covering, and it's like, well, the Buffalo Bills right now are one of the lead contenders for the Super Bowl this year. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they've got a pretty good track record going to 4 Super Bowls in a row. How'd that work out for them?
Right.
That was back when I was watching and enjoying the view. I got to admit, if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, I won't watch it, but I might tune in for the last 2 minutes just to watch them kick wide left again. Oh man! All right, so let's see. Anything happening? It's ever since ever since what's her name there got fired.
Mandy,
thank you. It's kind of quieted down a little bit. There's a lot more rumbling that Sasha's not coming back.
Right.
I think it's all smoke, so that nobody. If she's not at the Royal Rumble, she's not coming back.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot. Like, we all know Chelsea Green is going to be probably entrant number 1 in the Royal Rumble. The worst kept secret is that Chelsea Green is coming back to the WWE. And while
Matt's right behind her.
You would hope.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, you better be bringing Brian. I would the only thing that they can do with them that'll make me happy is to bring them in as a team. The three of them as a team. The real players, or the whatever they call them there. The major players, and she's kind of going to be kind of like Woman to Doom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only she can actually get in the ring and go as well.
Yeah.
And hell, you could actually bring them in as baby faces if you wanted to, and you could have them going up against Judgment Day.
Ooh, actually, that would be really good, actually.
See?
Yeah.
But they don't ask me, so, you know. I am happy that they finally brought back Jonah, a.k.a. what's his name?
Is he back?
Yeah, he came out a week or so ago with The Miz, saved The Miz, basically, when he had the ladder match. With the 2 bags of money up there. Yeah.
I missed that whole match. Damn.
Didn't miss a whole lot, but...
Well, I know, but...
Miz almost had the bags of money down, and then what's-his-name goes up there and knocks him off, and then when it looks like... I'm forgetting everybody's fucking name, but I don't watch the product. That's the problem. I fast-forwarded, so I don't catch names.
Well, it probably was Dexter Loomis against Demon.
Yeah, Dexter Loomis. Why am I going to remember a name like Dexter for? Anyway, but Dexter Loomis was about to go get the money, and then out of nowhere comes Jonah, a.k.a. whatever name they put on him, and he comes in and smashes him and squashes him with like a Superfly death leap.
Damn.
And then Miz just basically gets carried up the ladder and takes the 2 bags of money down, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, they had to put somebody with him since Ciampa's been hurt, so...
Sanity may be returning. I can't say I've heard rumors. I mean, we know Eric Young is returning.
Right.
Where is he going to go to? I don't think the main roster personally, but he could. He'll get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. Hey, the paycheck's going to be seriously.
I could see them putting him in NXT with Gacy's group to kind of bolster them a little bit.
I don't know that you can put him in with a group unless he's in charge of the group.
Well, I mean...
Now, Gacy may be getting pulled up.
That's true.
Where I don't think the whole group is ready to get pulled up.
No.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. And they've been doing that here recently, putting some established people down there to try to, I guess, the try to get everybody ready quicker. I don't know.
Then AEW, man, it's just, I've been fast forwarding through everything. I can't watch it.
I haven't even attempted just because I don't want to be mad on Wednesday nights.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means? Get a beer. Large amounts of alcohol so you can get through the next 2.5 hours of... Totally forgot my light was off. It's been that kind of day. It's been that kind of fucking day, man.
Right.
I need a producer is what I need. I need somebody to do all that shit for me.
Have everything set up and ready to go for you. You just jump on and
I'm saying the whole time I'm trying to get that fucking match to play out, it's like I gotta wait, stop, I gotta hit another commercial. Then it's like, if I already played that one, oh well, I'm gonna play it again. I mean, at this point I'm trying to get the biggest ones I got to eat some time while I can try and figure this piece of shit out.
Right.
And the whole time I'm thinking about how I used to stream, which was just through the PlayStation. And if that would have happened, then the stream would have ended anyway, because the minute the game crashes, there goes your stream.
Right.
So AEW, I got nothing there. I can't think of a single thing that stands out to me other than Jamie Hayter. I'm liking her. I'm liking what she's doing. feel bad for her. She's in that company.
Yeah, I watched the clips of her on like YouTube, but I can't make myself watch the show right now. It's just as much as everybody complains about WWE, I can at least get through it. AEW,
yeah, I guess the only difference is this with the AEW, the only thing I will stop for is an MJF moment. That's it. Everything else is 90% of the rest is just fast forwarded.
right.
Whereas the WWE, you've got Roman Reigns in the bloodline. You've got anything. Well, I guess Sammy kind of falls into the category, but I'm just saying anything with Sammy.
Right.
Stop for Kevin Owens. He's growing on me a little bit, but it's a hit or miss whether or not I stick around for him. I feel like there's probably one other, but I like the women's stuff. And I'll say that for AEW, their women's division, it's the only thing saving them. Like where I don't fast forward is normally the women's matches.
Right.
Because I still feel like they're doing a much better job. And just not just in-ring work, telling stories, and I don't know what it is. It feels more realistic and more wrestling. I mean, the same reason that I will watch Impact, because they do it in a way that feels real.
It don't feel like they're reading off of a cue card.
Yeah, and it's also not insulting your intelligence.
Right.
Like, we all know what we all know, but at the same point in time, let's try and forget about it for the next 2 hours.
Yep.
And they have the one of the things I loved on this last angle and or the last week's show rather, and it was, I'm wondering to myself, was it always planned this far out ahead, or did it just happen to be a happy coincidence? And you have this moment where Scott D'Amore and Alexander are in the locker room area, and Josh is telling him, listen, I want Bully Ray, and I want him in this full steel match or whatever the hell, where, basically table ladders and chairs is what it is.
Yeah, the Full Metal Mayhem, I think.
Full Metal Mayhem, there you go. But basically it's a TLC match.
Right.
Without hanging the belt up. And Scott has a moment where he looks at him and he just says, for the last year, I've been talking to you about how you have to get your anger under control. And that was an ongoing story for a long time. When he takes the title, but Moose takes it right away from him by cashing in and all this other shit that had happened to him. And he kept on busting out to these anger management moments. And Scott kept on, you can't do this. You can't behave. He's like, for the last year, I've been telling you that you've got to control your anger. Now I'm going to tell you this. For this one match, for this one night, forget it. Let it. And I was like, that is such a perfect tie to that match. The fact that, he has beaten him down on, hey, you can't act this way. You're going to be a champion. You can't behave this way. You've got to control your, and he has, but they hadn't pounded it week after week after week.
Right.
Where you could see that it was leading up to this. It was so subtle, and you hadn't even had this conversation between the two of them in so many months. So that when it's a callback, it feels good because you remember 8 months ago when they were having these hard, hot conversations.
Right.
And for him to basically say, forget all that shit, just tear this guy's ass apart and put him out. It's enough to make me want to get it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. It's $40, but I did get the package deal on YouTube here. I went with the slightly more expensive $4 and 98 cents, whatever.
Right.
But then I canceled it already, even though I'm going to pay for the month. That's okay. Because the Impact Plus app has stuff they don't have on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, they have, and I forget how much. I think it's like $5 a month.
Okay.
There's another version of it for $9 a month, which will get you a few more things, but not. This was good enough for me. But one of the things it'll do is it'll get you the pay-per-views that are $40 30 days later. So I'll have to wait a month to see it. Not that big a deal.
Really? Because I was looking at this stuff on the YouTube, and it's the same way for the $5 package. 30 days.
That's there. No, that part's the same.
Okay.
What's different is they have a lot of exclusive matches and stuff. So Ace Austin and Chris Bay have been spending a lot of time in Japan lately, right?
Okay.
And all their matches are there.
Really?
Yeah, they're there from Japan. And I'm a big Ace Austin fan, so I really want to see this shit. And it's not on the YouTube channel.
Nice. Okay.
So
if you're getting it, I can see that. So if you're getting everything that's from the YouTube channel there, plus those exclusive matches for the same price, too. Yeah.
And you're still getting the $9 pay-per-views the next day, is it?
Yes.
You're getting those the next day. And then, like I said, the $40 jobs you're going to wait 30 days on, but it's worth it. I'm not. If they have an event intriguing enough that I want to drop the $40 to see it live, I'll do that occasionally. I'm just not ready to do it on this one in particular, even though I am looking forward to seeing it. But there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing else on the horizon that I would pay money to see.
Now, this one coming up, that's Jordan Grace and Mickie James, correct?
That is it. And that's the match I'm actually most interested in. And
man,
if it wasn't a $40 price tag, if they would have come down to $20, I'd have done it. 1999, I would have been in.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, the Bully and Josh match will probably be good, but that's your main event right there.
Yeah,
Jordan and Mickie, that's what everybody's going to pay to see.
That's the only one that I am interested in enough to consider $40.
Yeah.
That said, I considered it, decided not to.
But yeah, like you said, $20, I'd be watching it. That's not even a question.
So they're gonna have to come up with some solutions because, like I said, it's not good times for people right now when it comes to money and having. You look at all these corporations that are. Netflix is in the news again. I mean, how many people they've had to fire because they are just losing money, hemorrhaging money. They're making Disney look good. Disney Avatar's not doing well. And when I tell you that it made hundreds of millions of dollars, that's the budget. What that movie cost to make,
right?
Hundreds of millions of dollars. They haven't broke even. And right now, their projected number for that movie, there's no way they're going to hit it, and they know it. And guess what? This is the first movie that didn't have a bunch of gay stuff being shoved down your throats. Problem is, the movie they just put out prior to that, whatever animated classic that was, I guess 10 minutes in, according to one review, 10 minutes in was bringing same-sex relationships and shoving it in front of kids.
Huh.
And Disney just doesn't understand. I mean, personally, I got friends who are gay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's your business. But when a kid's going to school, you don't need to know that the teacher is a guy who wants to dress like a woman. You don't need that. That's not what school's about. And that's kind of where Disney lost it. And that's where these companies are all, they all wanted to go woke together. Well, you're going to go broke together, and it's all happening. But at the same time, that doesn't help a bad economy.
Nope.
And they want $1.20 for a gallon of water, and then shit. I looked at orange juice for almost $7. I said, "The hell with that! You ain't getting no $7 for a gallon of orange juice out of me. I'll go without. I'll go get my own friggin' orange tree."
All right, you're in Florida.
Shit.
Get you a bag of oranges and squeeze them yourself.
We're gonna be on the Biden diet, man. Nobody's gonna be able to afford to eat.
Say you want a revolution.
Oh, what? I don't know. Something about Cornette going AWOL.
All right.
Yeah, AEW's cost of a pay-per-view is ridiculous because the
stories aren't there.
It's not, and the last one I bought for them was good. They had like 2 in a row that were good back when CM Punk first came on.
Right.
But after that, I stopped buying them, and then I'd watch the highlights and stuff later, and I'm like, thank God I didn't spend any money on this thing. Yeah, buddy. Eggs is getting expensive too, and that's like my go-to.
That's why I got chickens.
Well, wait till your chickens start charging you more, bitch. They're going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
They can't. They're not unionized.
Oh, wait till Jesse Ventura talks to him. Not unionized, he says. Oh, they will be.
If they rise up, I'll just let them go. They can be free range.
Yeah, the minute they start talking union is when I take out my shotgun and say, I guess we have a chicken for dinner.
Where's that weasel I saw the other day? Fox in the hen house. That's what it is.
Yeah, a girl I was dating years and years ago came from Wisconsin, and went up there one time so I could meet the family. And this is back when I was like, oh gosh, 22 maybe, somewhere in that ballpark. Anyway, we get up there and they live on a pretty big chunk of real estate, and all the neighbors there, you're not right next to your neighbor. You can see the house and all, but it's not like closely butted up together or anything. Anyway, her brothers were, I'm guesstimating 14 and 16 at that time. And then they had this crazy cousin who was probably about 14 as well, and I'd heard about him.
Everybody.
Some of these people don't need to have guns in their hands, and now these folks all have guns and what have you. At that point, I had never really fired a real gun, right? So her brothers do that. Go, well, we're gonna go shooting then. I says, oh, cool, let's go shooting. So he got these rifles, and brother's got a bunch of pigeons in the back in a pigeon coop, and he decides we're going to use one of these pigeons as target practice. I'm like, this is your pigeon. What are you talking about? Oh, I got plenty more. Don't you worry. So he tossed this thing up in the air for me to shoot. It becomes a sport when I'm doing it because the odds of me hitting the thing are pretty nil. So the thing flies up and I'm over there tracking it and boom! It flies away and gives me the feather. So now he's pissed off because well, that's it for him. Well, don't they come back? Well, not after you shoot at them. I'm like, oh, sorry about the bird then. So we'll try it again. So he takes another one, throws it up. Now, I'd already heard about this crazy cousin. Well, here's the lineup, okay? I'm standing here, and to my right is the crazy cousin. To his right is her youngest brother, and to his right is the older brother. That bird goes up, and I'm tracking it over here, and then all of a sudden it starts flying back this way. And while I'm doing this, I'm seeing in my mind's eye this crazy cousin's rifle coming at my ear. And I'm like, fuck this. I bailed back, man. I dropped and he fired. If I hadn't have gotten out of the way, that'd have been another notch on the crazy belt. And that bird got away too. And now our brother's getting upset that those birds are surviving. So he says, this last one. He puts this one on the ground instead of throwing it in the air. And we're going to just trace on this thing. And the minute it flies up, we're going to light it up. That's the plan. So I'm sitting there, and this bird's walking around like he knows. He's just like, suckers. Anybody got a Snickers? So he's over there pecking away at the grass and all that, and I'm just locked on this thing waiting. And all of a sudden, after about, it seemed like 5 minutes, probably only 2, we're just like waiting on this bird to fly, and he's just walking around. And I hear a voice from her brother to my right saying, I say we ground squash him. Oh, let me tell you something. 1, 2, 3. The sound of 4 guns going off simultaneously like that. You know, the 4-gun salute, and it was. Right. I know that was in my honor because they were pointed at me. There was no bird. It disintegrated. There wasn't even feathers left. I mean, it was like boom. And it was just like a cartoon, man. There was no blood. There was nothing. Oh shit. So that's my hunting story. The birds that got away.
I thought we only did crazy shit like that here in Ohio. Oh my God.
No, Wisconsin's got you too, man.
Oh Jesus.
My favorite line from that whole thing, they'll come back, won't they?
Not after you shoot at them.
Oh my God.
my
I haven't
God.
thought of that story in so many years. Oh shit.
This is
time.
why people shouldn't have guns.
Yeah. Well, it was almost one of those stories.
Oh God. Oh.
By the time Jesse gets to your chickens, Hogan will rat him out. It could happen. Oh, mercy sakes. All right. Try to get back to earth here. So we covered AEW, WWE, NXT. I watched, but I didn't see anything that mattered.
No.
Nikita wrestled and lost? That's the only thing resonating in my mind right now is Nikita wrestled and lost to her former tag team partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's her name?
I was
again?
kind of shocked about that.
Yeah, me too. A little disappointed also, but what's her name?
All
right, it's not just me. That's all I care about.
Right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what her name.
It really doesn't. Shoot me now.
I know we can't be the only ones that have stories like this, though.
No. Like I said, I heard about the cousin stories before I saw him with a gun in his hand, and I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I might not have known to duck. I'd be doing my live streams like this. And so what happened was this.
At the very least, you might be pulling a Mick Foley and missing half your ear.
Nah, more likely half my brain, which means I'd be a Democrat.
Right.
I'll take it. Oh, Lord. That's what I tell everybody. You got to keep a sense of humor when the Democrats are in office.
Mm.
Otherwise, you just go crazy. Today is what day? Monday?
Yes.
So we got Monday Night Raw to look forward to, and I'm saying that tongue-in-cheek.
I don't even know what's supposed to be happening on Raw tonight.
Nobody does. That's part of their charm.
I mean, the only thing that's popped up that's anybody's waiting for is Friday night for Cena to come back. So
yeah, all roads lead to Cena. And then there's still a lot of talk that he won't be able to make Mania because of his movie that he's filming.
Right.
In February and March. I'm like, I'll be a little, well, I mean, I get it, and he gets it now, too. It's like you can't, even if you could break away for the day, God forbid you get injured.
Yep.
Then the whole movie's fucked.
Yep. I read something today, too, that The Rock's probably not going to make it for Mania either, so I don't know what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah, it's like the matches that everyone wants to see. It's a retro look at 2022 best.
Yeah, it's a look back at the year.
That's tonight, in other words? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I was going to fast forward it anyway. I guess I don't even have to do that. 3 hours of looking back. Ay, caramba. What happened with Dominic? Did they run some stupid angle where he went home for the holidays and got arrested?
Yes. And that's probably the saddest thing about it is that was more entertaining than what they've had on TV.
His mother hit Rhea. Is that what I saw?
Rhea went to hit
the mother, and she caught her hand and then retaliated.
Hold on. Dom went to hit Ray. Ray's wife grabbed Dom's wrist, and then she slapped Rhea. Yeah.
Oh, it was Ray's wrist she grabbed. Okay, I only saw a clip of it.
Yeah. And the bad part about that is it was on like regular, I guess, Google, and my mom saw it and was like, "Did you hear about this wrestler getting arrested?" I was like, "Who?" She's like, "Dominic Mysterio." I was like, "Mom, it's a work. Here, let me show you the video on YouTube, okay?" It's not real.
Well, you got to mess your mom up then when she hears about Duggan. She gonna think that was a work too.
Right.
For anyone who hasn't somehow heard the story, some dumbass decided to break into the house of a former professional wrestler and found themselves in the house of Hacksaw Jim Duggan along with his 42. And Duggan whooped on that boy a little bit and held him down till the cops got there and took him away.
I would have. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
He was on Fox talking about it, and it was just hilarious to listen to him telling the story the way he tells it.
Yeah, there's just certain people you don't break into the houses of.
Yeah, and I'd put that at pretty close to the top.
I mean, maybe I might like current wrestlers, but like the old school wrestlers, no. Because half them ain't got half their senses anymore. So that dude's lucky Duggan didn't like completely beat him with the 2x4 first.
Indeed. Oh. Hey, have you ever seen this girl before in a wrestling ring?
Yeah, that's Rhea.
It took you a minute, didn't it?
I had to look at the eyes and the nose, but then, yeah.
Yeah. That is Rhea Ripley back in the day, 2017.
Yep.
How fucking cute was she back then? I mean, man, she's adorable. Look what she did to herself. That makes me sad a little bit. It does. I mean, she's got a totally different vibe going now and all that, and she's still got the face, but...
Well, let me ask you this. How far would she have made it on the main roster looking like that?
She was a good wrestler even back then.
I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm saying with her appearance, I doubt that she would have made it very long on the main roster.
Hard to say. I mean, I'm not saying don't put on a little size and all that stuff, but now she's like a fucking linebacker with those shoulders and,
yeah,
you know, and what she did to her hair and all that stuff. But I get it. I mean, look, she wouldn't be looking like this picture and then be with the Judgment Day. Okay, that's not going to happen.
No.
But I don't know. I just...
She ended up with like Maximum Male Models or some bullshit like that.
Maybe. I just think she was super fucking cute back then. And still an attractive girl. I'm not saying she's not. It is what it is. So,
jumping back to the Dominic arresting thing, did you watch that whole clip?
No. The
best part of that is when he's in the back of the squad car and he's yelling out to Rhea to call Damian and Finn because he will not survive a night in jail. And he sounds so fucking convincing. He's like, "Please call them. I won't survive in jail." I lost it. I was like, why can't you guys do this shit for the show?
Well, it was for the show.
It was for their YouTube channel, yeah, but it did not make
that
show.
Wasn't on Raw?
No.
Or SmackDown?
Because they did the same thing for Thanksgiving. That's how this came about. They went to Ray's house on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
and
shit. I
Dominic
assumed it was on Raw, and I just skipped over it or some shit.
Nope, it's just something they did for the WWE YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, no, they should have done that for Raw for sure. And yeah, Sports Time Machine. It is when I saw the little bit that I saw of it. That was the first thought that came to mind was when Austin went to Pillman's house.
Yeah, yeah,
and we all saw how well that turned out. She's still a mommy now.
Oh, I agree, but still.
Rhea's in her rebellious phase.
I don't know if
long
Pierce would know
fucking
what to
phase,
do with
man.
it.
It's getting more and more each year. I just find it hard to believe that's the same girl anymore. And it's only from
Oh, I know.
2017. It's
Right.
not even that many years later.
No, because I think she looked like that for about her first year in NXT.
Yeah.
And that's when they started changing her. She cut the hair short and then started putting on some size because she she pretty much looked like she does now when she won the title before she got called up.
Yep. Oh, mercy. Well, that's kind of where we're at in the world of wrestling right now, as best I can figure it. Tonight, well, if it's only a retro look back, then there's nothing to watch.
All right.
I'm going to get back and try and figure out why my fucking match wouldn't play out, and I'm going to have to find a way of working it in because it's kind of important. And again, for those of you that saw the earlier stream, all I can say is I'm sorry. I didn't make the fucking game.
It happens.
Piece of shit. And we'll try it again next time. All right. Check out J Rocks 73 on YouTube. He's got some stuff he's putting up. He's fighting as much as I am.
Yeah, we've got about
I make product.
we got about 2 more nitros to go, and then the World War III pay-per-view to end the year, and then it's all new come the beginning of the year.
I'm just so anxiously waiting to see what they put out for the 2K23 teasers and stuff, and it would be only fitting if the trailer commercial is broken, so at least you'll have some truth in advertising for the first time. I mean, show us a wrestler entering the ring where his eye goes ahead of him or something like that, you know, so we can at least, you know, some honesty.
Music not playing when it's supposed to, sound being off. Yeah.
It's a train wreck. It is a train wreck.
I don't see me going right out and buying 23 yet. I can't.
I say I'm not going to. I really want to stick to that, but it's kind of what my channel's about. So,
oh no, I get that, but it's like I spent $100 for the NWO pack. I'm just
no, I'm definitely not doing that.
Fucking grumpy about that shit.
And I'm telling you right now, mark my words. If you don't get the early bonus deluxe edition, whatever, you're not going to get Bray Wyatt.
Right.
And I'm fine with that. I didn't have Bray Wyatt this year. Plenty of people made him.
Yep. I've got 2 versions of him. So.
Oh, by the way, geez, we almost went off without talking about this.
Uh-oh.
I've been having these little debates online on Twitter with folks.
Okay.
Thinking I'm being a little too harsh on old Bray.
About him drawing out the storyline.
Drawn out? It ain't drawn out. It's the same fucking thing every week. I'm so happy to be back here. You have no idea how much I miss this. Week number 2. It feels so good to be back here because I'm without you. I will not. Week number 3. Being back here has been really inspiring for me. Week number 4. Motherfucker! Do
well,
something.
He attacked the cameraman this week.
Oh, good God. 5 weeks for that? And then you bring out Uncle Howdy 2 weeks ago, and then nothing happens after that. And not for nothing, this Uncle Howdy thing. I can't imagine how you're going to turn this into a home run that it has to be. If it's a fart and a bust, then it's done. And you've done fucked up the biggest return next to CM Punk of the year 2022. There are 2 returns in 2022 that matter. CM Punk and Bray Wyatt. Cody didn't return. He just moved.
Yeah.
And he only had 1 match after that, so you can't even count that as a return, really.
Well.
So you got 2 that matter, and they both are going to blow up and not even make it a year, not add it a calendar year. I'm sorry. Bray Wyatt, I like the guy. I like what he does. But And I've heard that they've given him complete control, which maybe that's a mistake because he's got a reputation as being a little flighty. You know, his mind kind of wanders a little bit, and got to pull him back out of the woods sometimes.
Well, that's why they brought the one guy who's done horror movies in to work with him. So,
yeah, but this is not a horror movie; it's wrestling. Again, this is why I love Impact. They just stick to fucking wrestling. 90% of their shit is in the ring. It's not interviewing. It's not having little fun segments. They wrestle. And you don't even have to have a good guy and a bad guy. You can have two of one or two of the other and have a match that you want to see. Is Bray going to wrestle a match before 2K23? Maybe.
Well, maybe Royal Rumble if Purist is right. I thought it was going to pick up when they put LA Knight in with it, and it kind of
it's gone nowhere.
Yeah,
he comes. Bray comes in the ring. LA stomps him into the corner, and Bray just sits there taking it all and laughing. Which, all right, here comes Uncle Howdy. There's going to be a big reveal. There's going to be a big pop, and this is going to make it all worthwhile. And then they go to black, and I'm like, what? The fuck? Uncle Howdy standing in the middle of the aisle still, just like fucking Barney. Barney fucking Rubble over here. No, like I said, I've been having some disagreements with folks on Twitter, and I'm sticking to my guns. I think this is a total train wreck. And Uncle Howdy, I don't know how you can make... Is it my imagination, or did he look like a dwarf?
It's the outfit he's in's got him looking smaller, and maybe that's so you can't figure out who it is. I don't know. I haven't chosen a side on this yet, because one week it'll be, like I said, they'll do something and it's like, oh, it's going to pick up, and then it drops back off. And then now with Uncle Howdy, I thought they was going to pick up, and it's dropped back off. So I'm just kind of like, well, I guess I'll just sit here and wait. And
for how long, though? For how long?
I don't know. I sat for a year and a half hoping and waiting for AEW. So what's that fucking tell you?
I swear to God, if it goes another week like this, I'm going
to start 10 years for WWE. I set 10 years for WWE, hoping and praying and waiting. So I think I can give Bray a few months.
Months? This is like fucking Sting in the Rafters bullshit here. We're going to have to wait a year.
Well.
And let's remember how that payoff went. Holy cow. It's like putting your dick in a cheese grater. Who in the world is Uncle Holding? That sounds like...
I think he means Uncle Howdy.
Oh, Uncle Holding what? If your uncle's holding something, you better tell him to let it go. There's laws against that. Yeah, again, I mean, this whole thing is not right now working out real well. Thank you, Christopher. Same to you, buddy. Take care. We're going to be signing off here in just a minute. We would have been signed off, except I remembered fucking... How did I forget about that shit?
I did too, so...
Bray Wyatt. Somebody was mentioning, well, he's got the knee brace on. That might have something to do with it. Well, then say it. They told you about Cody's injury. It's just... I
mean, honestly, the first character that he played when he came to the main roster has always been my favorite. And I wish they would have just... Huh?
Husky Harris?
No. The first Bray character. Where he looked like they were from the Bayou and stuff.
Right.
The cult leader.
Did you ever see... I think we talked about this in the past. Did you ever see the first Bray Wyatt promo ever when he was in FCW?
I can't say that I have.
You got to look it up. That is gold. And I just... And now we'd already known that he was Husky Harris and all that. Then he left TV for about 3 or 4 weeks and then comes back in this outfit looking like another Dan Spivey wannabe. And that didn't go very well even. But I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he kind of doing the whole De Niro thing from the movie. It's been done before. It didn't get done well. Didn't do any good for the guy, but whatever. And then he does this promo for like 4 minutes. And damn, it's just like chilling. And long before the theme music and all that kind of stuff, it was balls on. And I was like, damn, this is it. This is gonna work, and this is the guy. But it was dark.
And I think from what I've heard is he's the one who picked Eric and Brody to be with him. He said, I want these two guys with me, and they let him have them.
Well, we'll see how it turns out. Purist, take care, buddy. We're going to sign off here in a sec.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for stopping by for some Wrestle Chat. We talked about a little everything today. We got some Walmart action in on there and all that 2K. Stuff. So, yeah, 2K. So fuck you, 2K. Fuck you, Walmart. May 2023 take a shit on your heads. All right, it's that time. We got to go. Say goodbye, Jay.
Goodbye, Jay.
So long, everybody. We'll see you next time for some more Wrestle Chat.